look at this. This was a parking lot. So right now, as long as we're dealing with the eye wall and the surge, this water is going to stay up.
The surge from Hurricane Katrina put the Bay Waveland Yacht Club underwater and out of business for a while.
The water level up on that second floor there, with the waves just beating on it. And so what happens is the waves beating and beating and beating is what really takes down an event.
The most dangerous aspect of a hurricane sometimes isn't the wind, it's the water. Back in 2005, Hurricane Katrina brought an astonishing 27-foot storm surge to this part of the Mississippi Gulf Coast, the highest ever on a U.S. coastline. Now, our ability to accurately forecast these type of surge events is critical to warning the public, and that is where storm observation stations like this one can make a difference.
There was a storm observation station with a surge sensor here during Katrina, but the power of the water destroyed it at the worst time possible for data collection, right at the peak of the storm. That won't happen with this new one.
What you're looking at is sort of the yellow pipe-looking device is essentially elevating the brains of the instrument up off the water so that it will survive.
Actually, more than 25 feet off the water, anchored by steel rods driven 70 feet down. And these sensors measure more than just the surge.
We have wind gauges, the air temperature. We have the water level tube right here that measures how high the water is, updated every 6 minutes.
Without knowing how strong the winds are and which direction they're coming from, you can't accurately forecast the surge. So wind measurements are critical, but there's much more involved than what category the storm is. In addition to the wind, other factors such as the size of the storm and landfall location play an important role. Hurricane Isaac in 2012 was a Category 1 that produced a storm surge of 8 to 10 feet here along the Mississippi coast.
Isaac created a much higher storm surge than you would normally see with a Category 1 hurricane, and the reason for that is the large size of the storm.
So, do we need a surge scale? No. The key is being able to tell people just how high it will get and if they should evacuate, which is why these stronger sensors are needed. In Waveland, Mississippi, I'm hurricane specialist Michael Lowry.